Greetings and salutations, Charlton66 once again with another video. Hope everyone's doing well as always. I know I got a lot of videos coming in here back to back, but I just got some stuff on my mind, and again, a little rant, so to speak. But it'll be into something else here in a second. But it's one of those things that you think about what you talk about, what you want to convey to people. Because with COVID, you really don't go out as much. Although there are shows in my area, and I'm very lucky in that respect that I can talk comic books with other people. Instagram is a good outlet. Of course, YouTube is a phenomenal outlet to talk about comic books and other things literary. Anyone knows what that's from? I'll give you an A+. You think about the stuff you've talked about, things that you said, and a couple of videos ago, I talked about stopping to smell the roses, which I've been doing, and I guess it's why it makes me think about the current situation that comics are in, because I am reading comic books that cost $1, $2, that are just phenomenal reads. They're fun. The artwork is good. The story's good. And, but no one talks about them, again, it's not, to be hip or cool, kind of, well, you have a collection, but the idea is to share the love, the joy of the comic books without seeing the same stuff over and over and over again. So I've been smelling the roses and enjoying, what I have in my collection, and great reads. One of the things I've been reading, and it takes a while to go through these things, is Comics Review. Of course, I'm a big Phantom fan, but this is cover to cover, covers tons of comic book strips, reprint comic book strips, 30s, 40s, and 50s type stuff, from the Phantom to Mandrake to Buzz Sawyer. Gasoline Alley is in this. You got some Steve Canyon action going on. What else you got in there? Crazy Cat. Got some Tarzan. Just full of just wonderful, great stuff from the golden age of comic strips. The Tarzan's in color. Mandrake is in color. But again, it just goes to show you what went into the comic book strips back then, unlike it is now. But I've been reading these, and as you can see by looking at this, it's just cover to cover. There's no ads. There's stuff in there about dates and times and places the comic book strips were in and what papers and stuff, but it's just full of comic book strips and reprints. And it's just fun stuff. It's just fun. It retailed, this is August of 2010. This retailed for $20, but I found them at this antique / flea market thing where a guy had them for $2 a piece, and they were bagged. I get some tea here. They were bagged and everything, but I got like 10 issues of this stuff. I've been reading this one. And I love this cover on this one. And this is my next read for the Comics Review. And again, it's the same stuff with Crazy Cat, Steve Canyon, Little Orphan Annie. Got a little black and white strip here. Got a color strip there. Mandrake, nice color. Mandrake action going on. Of course, got some color Phantom in here, but the cover is really cool on this too. But you get the idea. I've been enjoying those, and it got me thinking again. I got some other books I'm going to show. Nothing crazy or nothing that's knock your socks off, but fun, cheap comic book reading, which is fun. One of the things that struck me kind of funny is with the show I went to a local show, about a month, about a month or so, maybe a little bit longer. And there was there's a dealer that had Comics Journal number 89 on the wall for a few $100s. And I didn't humor him to ask him why. It was graded, and he had up there for a few $100. I think it was $500 or something. And I'm thinking to myself, why in the world? So I figured there had to be something in it. There has to be an ad or something in there that's projecting this comic or this Comics Journal 89, which I have. I'm going to show it to you in a second, what his claim to fame is. And this is how ridiculous the market has gotten. You know, again, oh, excuse me, had these for $4. Great reading. I'm going to have them forever. I'll share them with whoever wants to read them too. Comic book fans that I have as friends, but $2 a piece, $4. Great comic book reading. So I'm wondering about this, and I know I have it in my collection because I collected the Comics Journal when it came out. I read it. Of course, I collected it because they have great covers, great interviews, and to me, they're like time machines. I love the old fanzines. I love the comic reader, the buyer's guide. If I can find old issues and a Comics Journal, I'm going to get them because I like reading. There's historical nuggets in this. So the things on the wall, I didn't ask him about it. I just saw, wow, okay, Comics Journal number 89. Is it 89? Yeah, 89. So some of you might already know what I'm getting at. So I look it up. And I go to eBay, and I don't deal with eBay hardly at all. I just look on there to see if this was for sale, and it ranged ungraded books from $200 to $600, graded books $800 to $2,000, $2,100. It varied, and it says the first appearance of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Some say it's Leonardo, which is true. Some say it's the Turtles. But it's just a spot illustration. It's about this big. I'll show you. So if you see this, don't fall for it. If you're a Teenage Mutant Ninja fan and you want this and you want to pay a few $100 for it, knock your socks off. Great. If it knocks your socks off, go do it. Knock yourself out if you want to do it. But this is what I'm talking about. This is number 89. And this is this claim to fame. Page 15. Now, this is what they're calling a first appearance. Again, it's an ad or a spot illustration. It's not a first appearance. It's not in the comic book. Ads are ads. Previews are previews. They're not the book. So if you go to a movie theater and you see a preview of a movie or the ad, did you see the movie? Do you call that, oh, I watched the movie because I just saw the ad? Oh, I have the movie because I've got the trailer. No, you don't. You didn't see the movie. Same thing with the comic book. The first appearance is the first appearance. But anyway, this is the claim to fame for this. Right here. I'm spoiling it for you. Right there. Yeah, it says it's Leonardo. That's it. That's its claim to fame. That postage stamp size, a little bit bigger drawing, and the ad from Mirage Studios was the write-up about the book that's coming out. So people are paying hundreds of dollars to have this. I don't understand it. This is what the industry is coming to. Now, the people who have, it's like the have and have nots. The people who are saying that are not the ones that have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles #1. They're the ones who have this and go, oh, I got the first appearance. But if you have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle #1 and this, you're not saying this is the first appearance because it's not the first appearance. That is crazy. But again, right here. So don't waste your money. If you want to, that's fine. But that's what you're getting. That's what the claim to fame is, that no one's telling you about, that something's slabbed on the wall, you can't see what's inside, and you're paying hundreds of dollars for that to be supposedly the first appearance, and it's not. Even if there was a full-page ad, no. It's a trade magazine. It is what it is. And so other stuff I've been reading, which has been really good stuff, fun superhero. I'm off on my rant on that right now, but I'm sure something else will pop in my head. Again, like I said, I'm sitting there going through my comics. I'm reading. I'm looking at my old fanzines. I'm smelling the roses, and it just makes me think about what this industry has turned into versus to what it was or what it can be with for a collector, for someone who really wants to collect comic books. Oh, I gotta say something else. Again, I'm not being a negative Nelly. It's one of these things that just bugs me. It's comic books, guys. All right, we're collecting comic books. The grand scheme of things in the world and the way the world moves, it means nothing unless you're buying the 3.2, what was it, $3.4 million action comic, whatever it was. There are some videos, some people who do videos. Again, I'm not knocking anyone's video. It's just the choice of words or what they say that it's about bug me, because they'll say something to the effect of, these videos to help you understand collecting comics, will help you make sense of it all. What is there to understand or make sense? If you like a comic, if you like it, read it, buy it and read it. What is there to make sense about this? It's what you like, or it should be what you like and what you like to collect. Not what Jane and Joe tell you. Jane and Joe Collector or Jane and Joe high-end collector that's got 80 million slabs of every comic you can think of to tell you what's popular, to tell you, and that's the problem with this. A lot of people are afraid of missing out. They're afraid of not being part of the in crowd. Well, be your own in crowd. When I started collecting comic books, there was no in crowd. We were the outsiders. We were the ones that made fun of. We're the ones that were the geeks that read comic books, that who cares, that now it's the hip in thing. Well, do your own thing. There's nothing to understand or to make sense of collecting comic books. If you collect what you like and like what you collect, there should be no problem. There's nothing to make sense of. There's nothing to understand other than what's in these pages, and you want to enjoy it. And if you want to have it more than what that is and make it more complex, which I don't see how it could possibly be, that's bringing stuff into it that's artificially inflating what this really all boils down to. So, anyway, we got Justice League Spectacular #1, which has a great cover. Got some Dan Jurgens action. Gerard Jones, which he's been in some trouble a while back. I haven't heard anything recently about him. I can't see who else, because you're getting old. Gotta take off my glasses. Randy Elliott. I never heard of Randy Elliott, but it's good reading, good artwork in this. Justice League Spectacular #1. Justice League Quarterly with the Conglomerate, which is a great cover. I like Martian Manhunter standing tall over everybody, and Flash is asleep. Guy Gardner's like, what the hell's going on? Blue Beetle's mad because the UPC symbols is covering his face, so he's mad. Just a great, fun cover. Look at Blue Beetle all mad because it's in front of his face, blocking him. Just fun stuff. I'm just laying these on the floor. That's why my head is coming down. My head's big enough. It don't need to be in y'all's faces. This is good stuff too. Justice League Quarterly, the biggest event of the year, the return of Mr. Nebula. Just fun read. It's got the Martian Manhunter story. Well, not Martian Manhunter story, but the part he's in is just really good. Great dialogue for him, and the artwork is so good. And I found these for like $1 a piece or something. Yeah, Keith Giffen, plot and breakdowns. Jim DeManti script, and Tim Artis and Randy Elliott. He's the anchor, and Bruce Patterson did some inks in here as well. But it's just fun stuff, and again, books that you can find for nothing, and it's just nice, thick reading. There's a lot to read in these books. They're pretty thick, 80 pages worth of stuff. This is a great cover. Got a little, it's completely white, so it's a little dirty, but it is what it is. What are you looking at? And they're magnified, which is a pretty cool cover. Again, I just sat down and just started reading these along with the comics review. Just bringing books at random out of my collection that I haven't read in a very, very long time, or I don't remember what the stories were. So things I don't remember, I'll grab them. Now, this is Justice League Quarterly, number 4. What is this? Autumn. I don't know what year this is. Autumn of 91. Now this is a great cover. General Glory, which I like that character. And the Global Guardians. Kind of lame at first, but once you read them, it's kind of cool. But this cover is fun. There's a little tussle going on. Justice League International. 36-page story with these guys. Justice League Quarterly, number 6. Global Guardians again, Blue Beetle, Power Girl, solo stories, plus the JLI. Pretty good stuff. Oh, to break the comic book run here for a second, pick this up. Another thing with Instagram, of course, the algorithms follow you and what you like, so comic books come into it. So ads come up or people selling really cool stuff. And this is from Nightmare Toys. Great little company. They're out of Las Vegas, Nevada. They're on Instagram. And this is really cool. I picked this little guy up. Creature from the Black Lagoon. But the box is really cool. There's 3D cardboard seaweed coming up and fish in the background. Just a really cool, pretty solid box. Just neat all the way around. Usually 99.9% of the time I take my figures out of the boxes and display them. But this is too cool for school to take him out of the box. It's just the box really adds to it. So that was pretty neat. I picked that up not too long ago. 19 minutes. Got some more comics to go through. Justice League Quarterly, Rise of Sun, the Global Guardians, Red Rocket, General Glory, again in these books. This is number 7. Justice League Quarterly. I'll go a little bit quicker. Justice League Quarterly, number 8. Autumn of 92. Again, this cover's been used. It's a great Dave Cockrum cover, but man, has this been used to death. Cockrum after Cockrum. Well, they say Cockrum did this, but I'm thinking of just a Justice League cover that's like this before the X-Men. I could be wrong. Justice League Quarterly, number 9. It's like a Bart Sears. Oh, Andy Smith. Same difference. To me, anyway. Andy Smith is just like a clone of Bart Sears when it comes to his artwork. This was Justice League Quarterly, number 9. From winter of 92. Justice League Quarterly, number 11. This is a Matt Wagner cover. This is a wicked cover. With the all new conglomerate, Unlimited Action, Justice League International, Justice League Quarterly number 12, Autumn 90, not Autumn 93. I showed this the other day. I said it on Instagram, but it's a great cover. Charlton Action Heroes, great Mike Mignola cover. This is Justice League Quarterly number 14. Great stories in this. He's got their own little story. Mike Mayhew cover on this. Justice League Quarterly number 15. And this is my the last one that I read. I think Travis Charest. I think Travis Charest maybe did this cover. I can't. No, I don't think so. This is number 1694, Auto 94. Great stuff. Enjoyed them. Took them for what they were. Just some fun reading. But if you can find those comic reviews out in the wild, because they seem to be cheap. I mean, a lot of the trade books like that are from offbeat publishers and stuff that's not really in vogue, so to speak, or obsolete. You'll be able to find them for cheap. So, like I said, I found those comics reviews for $2 a piece, and they retail for $20, which still would be a steal to me. For what you get in those books. Well, I'm off to read some more comics and enjoy the day. Again, I don't mean to every video I have I got some rant about the current business of comic books, but it seems to be out of hand of recent times, and I just have to talk about it. Some people think it's great, other people think it's going to collapse on itself, which is going to happen. There's theories and people do talk about it, which I can see that big corporations are involved by some of these books, paying this kind of money, treating them as stocks, treating them as commodities, which is bad for the game. Now, if you got the books, like I said, that's great. More power to you. But those who want to collect and read and cherish the books, not so good. Anyway, this is Friday, so everyone enjoy their weekend. I'm going to read some comic books, enjoy the weekend, have a cup of coffee, and listen to some music as I'm reading. You guys take care. Thanks for listening to me, and please leave some comments. If you agree with me, disagree, whatever. It's a discussion, and we could talk about it. And again, I'm going to answer my comments over the weekend. I forgot about you guys. Thanks again. I got to mention, I'm sorry. I reached under 500 subscribers, like I said, which is great. Comic Crypto Castle Hills did a video that talked about my channel, and I got over the 500 because of his channel, and I do appreciate it. His channel's great. Again, it's called Comic Crypto Castle Hills. Offbeat books, great books. He collects like we all collect that usually watch my channel. I think you'll enjoy the books that he shows and his delivery and his editing of his videos, which is really good. The latest one, that not to sit there and get it out there for me because you're already watching me, but the one that he talks about Charlton Comics and my channel, it's got some great editing with the Moon Monster, which you have to see. It's kind of cool. So again, thank you, Comic Crypto Castle Hills. And thanks to everybody who watches, comments, subscribes. I do appreciate it. I've went on long enough. Guys, take care.